these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Hurry up!
Following the interception here, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Ready! 380!
From the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. There's a first down run with Collins. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
On second down, Collins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Jackson shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it to Allen on the dump off. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Steps away to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Underneath to Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Collins. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there. And he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
1st down, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Rivers now on 2nd down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Here you go, man.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. You got 3 behind.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Alpha!
2nd down, Rivers. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah, Rocky.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson going for it all. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Delta!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
White! Brown!
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Brown!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rivers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Brown!
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
0. Set! Delta! White!
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And then it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Sturgis for the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw again. Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Allen has it left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
White!
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
180, 380, and hut.
From the gun, Rivers. Flushed out, and he's going to go down again. Willie Henry in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now here come the Ravens. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Gone!
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
White.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set.
From the gun, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get it under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Jackson from the shotgun. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On the give, this is Collins running left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw is Rivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week. And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way. You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Detroit! Detroit!
And again, it's Collins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. But his passes today, picked off by the former Charger, Eric Weddle. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Over the middle, open is Thomas. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a give to Collins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Collins. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's dark close.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he is all the way up past the 25. The intended receiver there, Allen. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Detroit!
Now Jackson on first down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go again with Collins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. On third down, Jackson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
White.
Play action now. Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Rivers on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
White.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Second down, Rivers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. Third down here.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Delta!
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Rivers now. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Buffalo wall. Set. Delta.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here you go, man.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Rocket. Set. White 90. 50
To throw again. Rivers dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A give left side to Collins. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Third down, this is Collins. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. His longest run of the game right there, and a pretty good time for it. A huge third down conversion late.
Love the mindset. Love the way he flipped the switch. Late in the game, needed a big run, and helped produce it with great leverage from the offensive line. But you also know what happens, too. The defense stacks the line. So if you can break through that first barrier, there's usually plenty of room to run.